little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. On fourth down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt.
In punt formation for the Falcons.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
Brings up third down and 11.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Here's Geis, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On first down, it's Gurley. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a carry for P-Ryan, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Derek Brown on the
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down. McDonald. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And the Falcon.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he works free. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Taken down at the 22-yard.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's McDonald looking deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
First down, this is Geis. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. 69 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's bring it.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, McDonald airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. On 1st and 10, McDonald. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again. McDonald. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, McDonald. Caught on the right side by Jones. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Complete.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
But it brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, McDonald looking downfield for Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
2nd and 5. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
45. Mike, 45. Switch. 45, Mike, 45. Let's get it. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Quick. 19 tight.
Now back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Check. Fresh down.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep for more. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah, let's go sandwich.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just about on his own goal line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The 30, 20, 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A toss right to Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Panthers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football, and the Panthers have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. They'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, Geis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
58 to Mike. Yo, yo,
And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Panthers 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense